All right, guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about Federico Chiesa. This is a player that has been offered to Liverpool Football Club, but I don't want you to sound like too exciting or anything because he's been offered to multiple clubs, especially in the Premier League. His agent trying to generate some interest, basically, in his client. Now, let me think. He's 26 years of age. He plays for Juventus. He's primarily used on the left side, attacking, left wing. He can play on the opposite flank, and he can also play in the centre. But I think he's primarily used on the left. I say think because I haven't watched Serie A for a long time. Those of you that have followed me for years know that I used to watch Serie A every weekend. But I've never really got into it again since the pandemic stopped. I really did like Serie A. I just don't seem to have the time these days. Anyway, I'm sure you know who he is and who I'm talking about. Now, it's claimed that back in 2021, I don't remember this, that Liverpool made an offer in the region of £85 million for him. I've got a feeling that's probably Italian media making those claims. Juventus branded him unsellable at the time. I'm sure many of you watching this video thinking, yeah, 5 million, yeah, right, yeah, whatever. But anyway, that was them. And what's interesting now is that he is available for a knockdown valuation for a cut price fee. Liverpool were linked with him last year, it says here. And Corriere dello Sport valued him at £51 million last year. Now, it's claimed that Juventus would be willing to accept as little as, now we'll just go straight to the pounds valuation, let's just say something in the region of £10.3 million to almost 13 million. So somewhere, let's say 10.5, 13 million, which is a price reduction of 75% to 80% in just a year. His face doesn't fit. And his manager has basically clarified this and said that, he doesn't figure in his plans. That would be a somewhat opportunistic signing, wouldn't you think? That, of course, I'm using a play of words there on Richard Hughes, who said in a press conference earlier in the summer that when it came to, it was Richard Hughes, I'm sure it was right, that Liverpool would be looking at opportunistic deals in August, more or less, later in the window, right at the end of the window. And when you think of an opportunistic transfer deal, you're thinking free transfers. Well, I think that's what most people would think. That's what that would mean with FSG. But yeah, like cheeky little deals here and there, players that might be available for next to nothing when clubs want to get rid of them, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, this is the bit that always confuses me. This is a very good player, but he's not a priority for us. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes I often think, at that kind of price, it'd be worth taking a punt on, and then does that free up the ability to sell someone maybe for 2-3 times as much? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm just trying to catch up on my videos. I've not been around here for a while. I've had company. And I'm just trying to churn out some content for you guys to get the likes going and the comments, not the likes, the comments going more than anything, the interaction. But yeah, I think I'm not just going to make videos for the sake of making videos. It is all over the news. The British media in particular is saying that Liverpool have been offered him. But I think that's, I don't just think that's Liverpool. I think that's going to apply to many clubs. And I get the feeling that the general feedback on this will be good player, but we don't need him. There's other areas that we need to focus on, like the number 6. But I don't know about you guys, but it sounds like a good price. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is with Liverpool, it's also the wages, isn't it? But they reckon his salary would be a lot less than it would have been had we previously tried to sign, when we previously tried to sign him, if you believe those reports, 2021, 2023. I'm not so sure I ever remember talking very much about him. We tend not to, I'm not going to say it this summer, but we tend not to focus a lot on Serie A, Anyway, I just thought I'd mention it to you, just give you a little bit of news. Well, it's not really news, I'm just telling you what the media's claiming. Gives you something to think about. Interesting. So you might hear that he's been offered to Liverpool, but I wouldn't take that as just being offered with us, So, all right, guys, I'll leave it with you. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee. Hit the super thanks button and I'll give you a shout out in tomorrow morning's morning briefing. I will be going live on here at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Please do come and see me because I haven't seen you for a while. And also 7 o'clock this evening as well. And that will apply on the other weekdays during the week. All right, guys, cheers.